Okay, now it's time for the final part of the tutorial. And what I have loaded up here is all the sounds that we pulled from the WAV file in Cool Edit. So here's our kick, our rim shot, our hi-hat, and our open hi. Okay, so that's going to be our drums. And then I have the vocal sample here. Okay, and our Kirk 2 and our Kirk 1. Okay, so what I'm going to do is first I want to lay down these drums. And I have my tempo set to 95 beats per minute. Okay, so here we go. Okay, that's that. Go ahead and quantize these, Alt Q. And if you don't know how to set this up, I have a tutorial on the website about quantizing in FL Studio. Check it out. Okay, let's play this back. Okay, let's lay down the hi-hat. Okay, the hats are down, Alt Q. Boom. Okay, so now we're going to lay down the open hi. And I just want to lower the volume on that just a little bit. Okay, let's lay this down. Okay, same thing. Piano roll, quantize, Alt Q. Boom. Okay, let me just stretch this out, make sure everything's lined up. Looks pretty good to me. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, obviously we have to time stretch everything because it's not going to line up. So we're going to time stretch the vocal here. Okay, and also what I want to do is these two buttons here, these are a fade in and a fade out. So I just want to fade this out just a little bit so it doesn't stop so short like that, and it'll blend in well better with the mix. So I'm just going to go ahead and fade this out a little bit. Check it out. A little bit more. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and also what I did was in my effects channel, I just added a fruity delay. And if you don't know how to load that up, just left click on the arrow there, go to select, and then you'll get this list of plugins. And there it is right there, fruity delay. So let me turn that on, and then you can hear the difference in the sound. Now remember when I said before about getting a clean sample, this isn't just vocal. It's got some of the rim shot in there too. So when you add a delay, something like a delay, you're gonna get that. But we're gonna, with the fade out, it should be as apparent with all the other elements that we're gonna put in there. Okay, so the Kirk 2, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna fade it out. Left click and drag. A little bit more. Okay, and the Kirk 1. More. Okay, right about there should be good. Okay, so now that I just modified all those, now it's time to time stretch them. So I'm going to go back to Kirk 1, and remember this was 1 bar, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to right click here, 1 bar. And remember I have the tempo set to 95 beats per minute. So let me left click this again. Okay, same thing with Kirk 2. And that was 2 beats. Okay, now the vocal. It's around 2 beats. So we'll take that. Okay. So now that we have all of that set, we've time stretched everything. Let's go ahead and drop some of these in there. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to start off with is the Kirk 1. I'm just going to keep that at the beginning. I'm going to push play. Okay, now we're going to get the na na na. Okay, and then the vocal probably right around here. Bring it back a little bit. And that's how you line it up. Just play around with it. So I think that's going to be right around there somewhere. Okay, now because this right here wasn't exactly 2 beats, what I'm going to have to do is play around with it in the piano roll. So I'm going to right click on the vocal and send to piano roll. I'm just going to move it over just a little bit. See what that does. Okay, back 1 might do it good. Okay, cool. Okay, so now let me just go ahead and keep the original pitch on all of these. So I'm going to go to channel settings, resample, tonal, and I'm going to do it to all 3. Tonal there, and then vocal, tonal. And that's going to keep the pitch at its original pitch. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. And the reason why it stopped like that, if you're in your piano roll and if you go just a little bit outside of the bar, it's going to play the next bar. So make sure that's tightly in there. See, it was like this before. Just wanted to bring it in. Okay, now I'm going to play it back. Yeah. Slow it down. Yeah. Speed it up. Yeah. Okay, and that's how it is done. And we've only used, the only thing that we've used are the elements within that 1 wave file. I didn't add anything extra to this other than the delay that we put on the vocal here. Okay, well, other than that, all the elements we used were the sounds that we pulled in. So kick, rim shot, hi-hat, open high, and all the vocal samples. So that wraps it up for our tutorial on chopping and looping samples. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a lot. Any tutorial requests, hit me up. Any questions, it's all good. So I'll see you on the next one. And remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. God bless.